Alright folks, so here we are with RPG Maker VX Ace. And we're going to be working on our first map. So we're going to go File, New Project. And it defaults to the word project with a number. It goes up in sequence. I'm just going to leave it. You can call your folder whatever you want to call it in your game, whatever you want. Your game and your folder don't have to have the same name and likely do not. Don't change the location that defaults here. Just leave this part the way it comes up and say OK. So the first map that comes up is a map where your man is, or your character is in a field of water. And that's no good because he can't walk on water. So best thing to do is to go to your map, grab your map mode, your rectangle, map mode and rectangle, and then grab some land. And so let's see what that is. That is dark grassland, and color that in. And then that gives him something to walk on. He can walk wherever you want him to walk right now. Like if you were to play test this, he would go wherever he wants. We're going to put up some mountains. So we'll grab some mountains here. Let's not do it with the rectangle. Let's do it with the pencil. And we're just going to build a mountain pass over here. And then maybe we'll have some foothills in front of it. And we'll have a path. It's a little too... Yeah. We'll have a pathway for him to walk on. I'll just make it a dirt path. Yeah, just a dirt path. And I want him to walk like this and that. And come down. Okay. Yeah, and then we'll put a pond over here. Maybe you can walk over to the pond as well. Whoops. Oh, we'll build a river. I like that. Let's just build the pond. Let's not do that yet. So grab the dirt. He can go over to his pond. And we'll also let him come off this map too, over here. There. So the important thing is that, we're going to put some forest in here maybe. Let's do that. Let's put a couple forest in here. It might look nice. I like it. And maybe a smaller forest over in this corner. Okay. That works for me. Now, if I was to play test this guy could probably walk places I don't want him to walk. So let's go see if that's true. Playtest, save changes. So let's see, where can he walk and where can't he walk? I'm using the arrow keys on my keyboard. And I'm going to walk him. He can't walk over the pond. That's nice. Can't walk. Oh, he can walk on the grass. Okay. Don't want him to walk on the grass. I want him to follow the path I've given him. He can walk into the forest. That's not good. I don't want him to walk into the forest. You know, there might be a time when I do, but I don't right now. He can walk over those hills. Don't really want him to do that. He can walk into that forest. And he stopped at the mountains. So that's a natural barrier already. Okay. So it looks like I want him to not walk in certain places. And the way I do that, I'm going to stop this. The way I can do that is just going to stop the playtesting. And I'm going to go to a thing called database under tools up here. Tools, database. And we're in the field. We're using the field set. So these these tiles look exactly the same. And if you recall, he was able to walk on the hills. We don't want him to walk on the hills. So we got to highlight passage, which is highlighted already. And then click on the hills to make it X. That means he can't walk on that. And we don't, I'm just going to take this off for a second. We don't want him to walk on through the forests, so we'll cross out those two. Doesn't mean you can't use them, it just means we don't want our character walking through them. And we don't want him to walk on the grass. We wanted him just to be able to walk on that dirt path we built him. And the mountains are already X'd out. So I think that's everything. Oh, and the pond. And the pond was already X'd out. So that's awesome. So we're just going to leave it like that and say apply. Say OK. And now let's see if we can control our player a little better. We're going to play test. So here's our guy. We're using our arrow keys on our keyboard. And he stopped. He can no longer do those hills. That's awesome. He has to walk on that path I've given him. Can he get on that grass? He cannot get on that grass at all. That's perfect. Now I'm controlling this player's movements. The person who is playing the game is controlling the player, but I am preventing them from going places I don't want them to go. Now, that's awesome. So that's exactly what I wanted to do in this tutorial, is just to show you how that's done. And because we can't really test this down here, but I'm sure it works the same as this one here, because he can't get on that grass, but that's fine. So I'm going to end this tutorial, and we're going to move on to the situation where your player comes down and he comes towards the end of the map, and how does he transfer to another map?